Have you seen this vintage camper sewing machine cover? So cute, but it's also so turquoise and polka dots. Not quite the theme of my mom's sewing room. So what I'm going to do is change out all the turquoise for this lilac color, and I will show you how I'm going to do it. So I have to change out the bottom, and I don't think it's going to be that hard. This is how I'm going to change all of the turquoise fabric out. Oh yeah, she doesn't have any yellow either. Easy peasy. This is how I'm going to do it. So it's by OT Fabrics. I've seen it in several of the quilting shops or fabric stores. And so all I'm going to do is put on, right on top of all of the turquoise fabric, this lilac. I've also changed out the top yellow by just making whatever color you want the top. I'm using this exact size of the original pattern, but with a few modifications. First thing that the instructions tell you to do is measure your sewing machine so that you know if you're going to do the large size or the small size, and if there's any modifications. Now in my case, I'm going to make this just a little bit taller so that it fits her particular machine. Now the next step, it says iron on the fusible interfacing to the front, back, and top. I'm going to pause this step because I'm going to do lots of embellishments, as you can see here, and I don't want that interfacing behind it. So I want to be able to embroidery on top. Another change that I'm going to be making is I found this great grass fabric that I thought would be really fun. I've used the heat bond to attach to the grass fabric. You iron that on. I'll be peeling it off and placing it where I want. And then I'm going to do little flowers and embroidery them. So I have lots of embellishments to add to this, which I just think is going to be so cute. Right now I am in the process of making a template for this door. So all I'm going to do is just take my template, plastic, place it right over there. I can even use this one edge. I don't think I will though. And outline it. I need to find something exactly that size for the circle to cut that out so that I can embroidery and applique the whole new door right on top. Template scissors that I use only for templates, not fabric. But on a template or on your pattern, this is the exact size. So when I go to put it onto my fabric, I want to add 1/8 of an inch on each side when I cut, so that I can fold that material under. Hoping this little piece will work. Right on. I switched over to my erasable pen. These are just great with an iron. It just erases like magic. So I'll put it right here. My grass is going to go right here. So I'll give this a quick press so that the line completely disappears. And I'll be ready to applique it right onto the front. It's magic! Now on any applique turn, I go ahead and cut into it just a little bit so that I can make the curve. Where's the cat? I'm gonna lose the cat on the front, but I think I'm gonna replace him with a little dog. So I have my replacement fabric all cut out. I just followed one of the lines. It was easy to do. I'm going to applique it right below the window. I'm going to do some embellishment here. But I had to take off the wheel, as you can see from back here. Not a problem. I'm just going to applique it right on top when I get to that point. So I went ahead and removed the excess fabric from the back, and now I have one piece of fabric that I'll be working on to embroidery, and it's much easier to work with one piece of fabric instead of two, but that's the only reason really to take it off, or unless your top fabric is so thin that you see the fabric beneath it. So you can see how easy it is to change out fabric. So again, it's up to you if you want to remove the fabric from the back, but I don't need it if I want embroidery or do anything on the front. I'm going to erase my little guidelines of where I wanted to put my little wheel. And now I want to work on the placement of my grass. This is my cut line, a 1/2 inch seam allowance. So on the back of the panel, I've removed the fabric that I'm replacing, and I just simply cut it off. It's looking cute. Haven't even started the flowers. The next step is that you cut out all of your sizes. So I've sewn this piece right on top, and when I cut it out, I can just use the exact lines. So that was super easy. The large is on the outside, the smaller is on the inside, but you're going to take a 1/2 inch seam allowance so you're not going to see these black lines. This is your cut line. And I have pre-cut my top. The next step is the pockets. Now they say to press the edge 1/4 towards the wrong side and then roll it under again and then top stitch it. So I've finished my embellishments and I've changed out the background fabric of the little trailer. And at this point, you just kind of start at the very beginning of the instructions. And if you want to put on pockets on the sides, this is the time to do it. A couple of ways. I at first was contemplating putting on a pocket. I didn't want to do the top stitching, so I lined it. But then I decided against it because I'm going to just make it more continuous. But if you choose, you can put a pocket on at this time. You can sew it in the middle, whatever you'd like to do. Now I need to go ahead and, as the instructions says, we are going to iron on the fusible interfacing to the front, back, and top. So that is what I am going to do now. I've been making things since I was 3. Creating is my happy place and my passion. My hope is that you feel inspired as a result of watching my videos and create something incredible. I would love to hear about it by leaving me a comment below and give a thumbs up for other interested viewers.